This morning, as Pentagon pick Pete Hegseth's nomination struggles, President-elect Trump is mulling other options. Two sources familiar with the decision-making tell NBC News Trump is considering Florida Governor and former GOP rival Ron DeSantis as a possible replacement, as well as Iowa Senator Joni Ernst, among others. Both DeSantis and the Trump transition team did not respond to our request for comment. But Hegseth's nomination appears to be in trouble. Multiple Republican sources tell NBC News that as many as 6 Senate Republicans are currently not comfortable supporting Hegseth's bid to lead the Pentagon. He can only afford to lose 3. A key Trump ally expressing hesitation.
Articles I've read, some of them are concerning. I don't know if it's true or not, but he'll go through the process.
Yesterday, new allegations of excessive drinking also emerging about the decorated combat veteran. NBC News spoke with 10 current and former Fox News employees who worked with Hegseth on one of the network's morning shows and say the former co-host drank in ways that concerned them. 2 saying on more than a dozen occasions they smelled alcohol on Hegseth before he went on air. Everyone would be talking about it behind the scenes, one of the former Fox employees said. Another former employee saying he should not be Secretary of Defense, adding his drinking should be disqualifying. A Trump transition spokesperson called the allegations disgusting, completely unfounded, and false. Fox News did not respond to requests for comment. Hegseth has denied an allegation of sexual assault from 2017. He was never charged with a crime. On Capitol Hill, Hegseth was also pressed about his recent comments that women should not serve in combat.
Do you think they should be in combat?
I think they're already in combat.
Some Republicans urging colleagues to reserve judgment.
I would just urge my Republican colleagues who are very worried that before they make up their minds, let him have his hearing.
And Trump's team is expressing confidence in his pick.
There aren't any concerns, and we feel very good about his positioning for being confirmed by the Senate.
Peter, with these mounting questions over the future of Pete Hegseth's nomination, another cabinet pick actually just dropped out. Tell me about that.
So this is Trump's choice to head the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration. He's also backing out. Chad Chronister is his name, polling out just days after Trump announced that he would nominate the Florida County Sheriff in Hillsborough County, that's the Tampa area. Chronister ran into opposition from Trump's base for his strict enforcement of COVID lockdowns there. But Savannah, with the recent withdrawal of Attorney General pick Matt Gaetz and now Hegseth's hurdles, the Trump transition team is hoping to avoid any more of these distractions, just finalizing an agreement, a memorandum of understanding, as it's called, with the Department of Justice to allow Trump's team to submit names for FBI background checks going forward. Savannah?
All right, Peter, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.